शताब्दी समिट सीटीसी ने एक ऐतिहासिक इवेंट में भारत के जाने माने फाइनेंस और लीगल प्रोफेशनल्स को एक साथ लाया। 100 साल पूरे होने का चैम्बर ऑफ टैक्स कंसल्टेंट्स ने एक ऐतिहासिक समिट के साथ मनाया जश्न। मुंबई चैम्बर ऑफ टैक्स कंसल्टेंट्स सीटीसी, जो टैक्स, अकाउंटिंग, कानूनी और संबंधित प्रोफेशन को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए समर्पित एक नॉन प्रॉफिट प्रोफेशनल एसोसिएशन है, ने 10 शताब्दी समिट सेंटिनरी कॉन्फ्रेंस के साथ अपनी 100वीं सालगिरह सफलतापूर्वक मनाई। यह ऐतिहासिक इवेंट, जिसमें इंडस्ट्री और प्रोफेशन के जाने माने लोग एक साथ आए, सीटीसी द्वारा 100 साल की सेवा, स्कॉलरशिप और लीडरशिप का एक शानदार सबूत था। इंडस्ट्री के लीडर्स ने देश में तेजी से बदलते आर्थिक और रेगुलेटरी माहौल पर अपनी राय साझा की। इस कॉन्फ्रेंस में इंडसइंड बैंक के चेयरमैन डेजिग्नेट नॉन एग्जीक्यूटिव श्री अरिजीत बसु चीफ गेस्ट और कीनोट स्पीकर के तौर पर शामिल हुए। भारत की आर्थिक यात्रा में लचीला फाइनेंस और जिम्मेदार विकास, प्रोफेशनल्स की अहम भूमिका विषय पर अपने कीनोट भाषण में श्री बसु ने भारत की विकास गाथा में नैतिक नेतृत्व, संस्थागत लचीलेपन और लंबी अवधि की सोच के महत्व के बारे में बात की। श्री बसु को भारत, जापान और यूके में बैंकिंग, बीमा, रेगुलेशन और ग्लोबल फाइनेंस में व्यापक अनुभव है। वह स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया के मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर और एसबीआई लाइफ इंश्योरेंस के एमडी और सीईओ भी रह चुके हैं।
Encapsulates the very foundation on which the chamber value system is built. It envisages the chamber as a powerhouse of knowledge in the field of fiscal laws in the global economy. It commits the chamber to contributing to the development of law and profession through research, analysis, and dissemination of knowledge. It further envisions the chamber as a credible and respected voice recognized by government and regulatory authorities through effective representations, and as a torchbearer in upholding traditions of excellence in service, principled conduct, and social responsibility among the professionals. Over the past 99 years, we have kept this vision alive and vibrant, both in spirit and in practice, through continuous engagement, meaningful initiatives, and a wide range of professional activities. Friends, we commence our centenary celebration on 4th July with an inspiring inauguration by the former Chief Justice, Honorable Dr. D.Y. Chandrachud. Among the many events planned throughout the landmark year, the Centenary Conference Shatabdi Summit stands out as one of the signature events of the celebration. I sincerely thank each one of you for being part of this prestigious conference. The structure and subject matter of the conference have been carefully and thoroughly curated, keeping in mind emerging trends and contemporary professional challenges. All sessions are designed in the form of panel discussion, featuring 35 eminent professionals as speakers across 10 sessions spread over 2 days. The conference framework truly reflects the centenary tagline, Inspire, Innovate, Ignite. We are confident that the rich and well-curated deliberations will provide immense value to the delegates and make this summit a truly memorable experience. We are also delighted to present Centenary Souvenir, a compilation of insightful articles contributed by distinguished professionals and industry leaders. The souvenir beautifully captures the Chamber's journey over the past 99 years and highlights key milestones and the initiatives undertaken in our constant endeavor to remain relevant and responsive to changing and
Good morning, everyone, and a warm welcome to each one of you for this two-day conference. And this welcome, of course, first and foremost to our chief guest and keynote speaker, Mr. Arijit Basu. Welcome here, sir. He is very much in the news. He's designated to take over as chairman of IndusInd Bank. Tomorrow, there can't be a more auspicious occasion for him to be in our midst. So welcome also to members of the press and media who have played a very big supporting role. A warm welcome to enrolled participants who are in for a feast of knowledge in the coming 2 days. I hope you don't get indigestion out of it, but I'm sure you'll get a lot of knowledge to cherish. Donors, advertisers, well-wishers who have made this conference possible, and last but not the least, my office bearers, the Centenary Committee team members led by Vipul Choksi and Parag Ved, and the entire team which has slogged day and night to to make this wonderful Shatabdi Summit a reality. Those of you who are regular will recall it's just a bit over 6 months that I stood before you at the inaugural ceremony of the centenary year. We took off with a flying start with Justice Chandrachud and Mr. K.K. Mistry addressing us. Having done that, it was a clear objective that this separate or unique conference be organized. You will all realize or appreciate that the core strength of the chamber in terms of our academic activity has been our hugely successful residential refresher course. We call them in brief RRCs. You will see that has been the core area where we share knowledge, share fellowship and take the cause of the chamber forward. I may say with some degree of pride that we have been attaining new heights in that program, RRCs that we have been conducting, continuously reaching, scaling new heights and new numbers of enrollment. And I am extremely proud to say that this year, being the centenary year, we have broken all records in so far as the RRCs that have been conducted and even those that are yet to be held in March. We have already stopped enrollment because we simply don't have the capacity to have that. But there is still one more to come where the enrollment has just opened yesterday, so those of you who have not yet looked at it may take a note. It is with this backdrop that we decided that let's have something different because Chamber has always been known for doing something different. And therefore, we started with this concept of Shatabdi Summit. We were conscious that with lots of clashing commitments, programs, marriages in this season and so on, it was always going to be a tough task.
Neha Gada, the Chamber's Centenary Committee Celebration Committee Chairman, Mr. Vipul Choksi, and Mr. Mehul said, thank you for your kind words. It is indeed an honor and a privilege to be here because you are in your centenary year and 100 years is a big thing to celebrate. And I was very frankly not very familiar with the work that the Chamber has been doing, but on the invitation I did look up, and it's indeed a privilege to be a part of this kind of a chamber. You had luminaries like Nani Palkiwala ji and Arun Jaitley ji who have been associated along with so many others. And the kind of work also that the chamber has been doing, apart from professional capacity building, I think the role that you play is that of policy making. And to me, I think the most important is, how you implement those policies on the ground. If you look at any finance professional, and the topic on which I'll speak today, I'll cover a little bit of it. There are two distinct things, and both have to be done in a manner in which it is conducive for the health of the financial sector. One is designing the policies, making sure that the architecture of the policies are good, helping the government regulators in doing that well. And yet those policies have no meaning unless we are able to execute them on the ground, and which helps, whether you call it your client or your customer, or you call it your the common man in India. So it's indeed a privilege to be here, to be at the Shatabdi Summit, as year-long celebration is going on from July and it will end this July. But I think this Shatabdi Summit also has very eminent people who are going to come today speak in the various panels, and they have been very well thought out. I don't think anything which we are now discussing in economy and finance has been left out. So wish the conference all the best, and going forward I'm sure the chamber will become stronger. Mr. Gokhale was extremely kind to let me sort of choose the topic. So he did give me an outline that it is something about India's economy and where we are going, 5 trillion and all that. But he said that you could choose the topic. So I gave some thought because he reached out a few days earlier. And the topic which I thought, I have headlined it in my own words as responsible finance, resilient finance for a responsible growth. And
Energy of younger members come together across disciplines and practice areas. The Shatabdi Summit reflects the ethos of honoring our legacy while embracing innovation, technology, and new ways of professional practice. It is my privilege to propose the vote of thanks for this deeply insightful session. On behalf of Chamber of Tax Consultants, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Arijit Basu for joining us today and sharing his invaluable insights on resilient finance and responsible growth in India's economic journey, the key role of professionals. Mr. Basu, your perspective as a veteran in the banking sector, spanning leadership's role at the State Bank of India, SBI Life Insurance, HDB Financial Services, and now your proposed stewardship at Innocent Bank brings a rare blend of experience and foresight. We are truly enlightened by your thoughts on financial resilience and the professional's responsibility in shaping trust and transparency, a theme you have consistently championed. Your emphasis on how professionals can foster a robust, transparent, and sustainable financial ecosystem is crucial for India's journey towards a $5 trillion economy. What makes your message even more impactful is how your personal inspirations mirror the values you champion. The courage of Neil Armstrong, reminding us to dream big and aim for the moon. The artistry of Satyajit Ray's Charulata, teaching us to see nuances and humanity in every endeavor. The moral strength of Nelson Mandela, showing us that resilience and justice must guide leadership. And the timeless wisdom of literature, A Tale of Two Cities, Great Expectations, and To Kill a Mockingbird, echoing lessons of sacrifice, hope, and integrity. Your reflections on faith, seeing temples and churches as historical anchors rather than ritual, remind us that context, continuity, and perspective matter as much as belief. Together, these inspirations underline the message you shared today that responsible growth is not just about numbers, but about building lasting value, rooted in courage, creativity, justice, and integrity. Thank you for articulating the evolving role of finance professionals as stewards of economic resilience. Once again, thank you, Mr. Basu, for your time and your enlightening address. May the conversation sparked today continue to inspire us as we step into the next century of excellence. Thank you so much.
100th year, yeah, 100th year, see, chamber is basically in forefront in helping government in making policy. We have been giving representations to government on various issues. But more importantly, I think we are going to have spread of our organization. We have our establishment largely in Mumbai, but we are going to open chapters in other areas like Coimbatore, Nagpur also is one area. We already have one chapter in Delhi, but we are thinking of opening more chapters to have our spread.
Budget is around. What your plan of budget?
See, budget of income tax act is new, 2025. So there won't be any, major amendments in tax, in my view, because they can't amend the act which is just, taking shape. So there may be economic reforms, but there cannot be, I think,
Any you think it will happen? Economic reforms.
economic reforms. They would basically try to give impetus to the growth of the country. So they will have, reforms which would enable people to spend more, which will help in economic growth of the country.
Right, we would be planning to do a lot of skill upgrading and soft skill upgradings and many management skills to be. We'll ensure that all professionals are equipped with that and just ready to get into that 5 trillion economy of India. Yeah. Thank
We are at the Shatabdi Summit of the Chamber of Tax Consultants. We are celebrating our 100th year of continuous active existence, having all the top professionals in the country, especially in Mumbai, as part of our membership. We do continuous upgradation of professional activity, and therefore, this is part of our regular celebrations that we are carrying on, spreading knowledge, making professionals more updated, and dealing with all the top subjects, which include governance, accountability, accounting, regulations, compliance, and technology. Thank you.